idolize content creators. Listen, nobody is your master. Forget Robert Greene. 40 lost power outside your master. Listen, your master is God. That's it. Bottom line. At the end of the day, stop idolizing people. Be your own man. This is why they didn't want to make the video on Ryan Garcia, because at the end of the day, who is Ryan Garcia's kid? Tell the people, hey, you think I could go tell my lady, well, yeah, you heard about Ryan Garcia, but no, she's going to say, do you got that money? So at the end of the day, I think we want to make a video about Ryan. The grand scheme of things, who is Ryan Garcia? He's a random guy that was born into the industry by his father. Who is Beyonce? She was a random girl who was sacrificed to the entertainment industry by her parents. Who is Jay-Z? He was a random guy who decided to sell drugs and make the transition from the street to the industry. Who is Bad Bunny? Some random guy from Puerto Rico who joined the industry. Who are celebrities? They're just random people that certain people hype up, but in reality, they're just regular people, and they're put in a position to be treated like gods, but in reality, they're just as human as you and I. And I'm gonna say this again, they're just as human as you and I. They're nothing special. So with Ryan Garcia, I believe it's never too late. The devil is a liar, and I believe it's time for him to leave boxing and just get back to the Lord. That's it. Leave boxing alone. But as long as he's around people like Floyd Mayweather, as long as he's around that Masonic weak power, and to all you Masons out there, you guys are weak. That's what you are, the weak elite. You guys have to use agendas. If you're really strong, how about you strong arm? But that's the problem. The Masons are not strong. The 13 families are not strong. The government's not strong. This is why they got to use agendas, because they're really weak. Only weak people try to manipulate. Only weak people search for power. Only weak people want to be famous. Let it breathe. Listen, basis loaded, bottom of the ninth. I want to talk about this Meek Mill, Sean Combs situation. And it's crazy because it's actually a lady now. I guess she was trying to speak out about it in the past, but they tried to silence her. She said that Sean Combs actually pew-pewed her in the face and got away with it because he paid people off. Now, before we go any further, you don't have to be a celebrity. You could be a regular guy working at Amazon, working at the post office, and Me Too cases are real. Everybody put an M, a 2, and a C for Me Too cases. They are real. And what happens with the Me Too case is this. Because there's a producer named Little Rock who's suing Sean.
Nobody's Blaze was getting big. They gotta watch me. What the fuck is going down, baby? We here. We here. Like I said we was gonna be. We here, nigga. WWE24, man, effect, man. Shout out Cody, finished the story. Let's get in tune, man. Watch that nigga The Rock turn on the bloodline type shit. You know what the fuck is going down, baby? We in the building. This in effect. Should look good too.
His pain, whatever he's going through, and whatever he feels he deserves financially, listen, that's none of my business. But he should have came out with his lawsuit before Cassie. And for Sean Combs, listen, if he was innocent, I would have never paid Cassie.
Hey guys, Gabby Kelly here, and I am so excited to talk to you more about the new training feature in WWE24, the Performance Center. Now, just like the Performance Center in Orlando, this puts you in control of different superstars to learn the most important gameplay techniques that you need to level up your game. Inside each lesson, use what you learn to complete objectives and show that you've mastered the material.
This is shameful, and this is why I tell you guys, a 9 to 5 save lives.
Hi, Gabby Kelly.
A lot of these guys.
I'm being joined by Drew Gulak. Drew, it has been a while since we've seen you, ever since Xavier Woods took over as the face of the tutorial last year. Have you actually seen him anywhere?
Jewelry, Rolex watches,
Why don't you check my GM mode, Cabby? Woods might have gotten his 15 minutes of fame as the host last year. Hey, good for him. He did a fine job.
And
Let's not forget,
not to
I've
get
been
on
involved
topic,
with
but
tutorial for
even
the last 2
Jam
years.
Master Jay, one of the greatest DJs
Wait,
of all
didn't
time,
Xavier
he wasn't
actually
getting paid for the
throw
industry.
you over the top rope as part of your appearance in the game last year?
He had to run back to the streets
Well,
just
the
to
past is the
survive,
past,
just to
and the
keep up with
future
the
is now,
lifestyle.
Kathy.
Now,
The fact
speaking of the
remains that
lifestyle,
whether it's in the ring or with the controller,
when it comes to
I
Meek
am
Mills,
unquestionably the
even though the
expert when it
situation
comes
is
to
changing
teaching the
because of his
fundamentals
father,
of professional
Meek Mills
wrestling.
already knew
Each
what
lesson
time
is
it was.
100%
This
grade
guy,
A
Sean
Gulak
Combs, we're not going to call him
approved
his
for the
alternate nicknames,
Performance
but
Center. So if you want to become
this
a
guy was
superstar,
on
well,
Drink Champs,
you're in the
and
right
he
place.
told,
Now it's time to lace up
Thad,
those boots, Greenhorn.
and
Pick a
Thad,
lesson
he
and
likes
get
to put
started.
hands on women. So it's crazy how
You heard
Thad
him. Time to
could
hit
put
the
hands
ropes,
on women,
and
but
good
he
luck.
couldn't put hands on Sean Combs. But that's another story.
Lesson
very
number
brief.
1,
But
Kathy. Luck is for
Sean
losers.
Combs told
Success
Thad,
is what happens
"What are you
when
gonna come
preparation
party with me?
meets opportunity.
Listen,
This
Meek
opportunity
Mills
is knocking on the door.
associates with
Now
valor.
it's time to see whether you've
Meek
got the
Mills
skills to
had
make it
to
count.
see that interview. It's no way possible. So you knew what type of time Sean Combs was on. But this is a problem. A lot of people, they look up to people with money. Listen, when it comes to money, it's just as simple as this. If you have a product and the product is selling, you're going to earn money. See, rap is not a product. You know, being an artist is not a product. You're only a product to the record labels, but you don't actually have your own product. And Meek Mills, for some reason, I mean, his music, I'm not even gonna lie, Dream Chasers, when it first came out, it was pretty decent, but nowhere near $1 billion decent. And in his mind, he wanted to be the next Sean Combs. I mean, and he wanted to be the next Jay-Z, so he wanted to hang out with billionaires, and this is a life that this is the life that he had to live. You know, with Sean Combs, I'm trying to make this YouTube friendly as best as possible, but I would never, spend time with Sean Combs because Sean Combs, he believes money is power and he can do whatever he wants to do and take advantage of whoever he wants to take advantage of and pay people off. And that's not the case. Money is not true power. If something happens to your health, you can't just buy. You can't just pay for your body. No, there's certain things in life that money can't buy. And for the guy, the producer, Little Rod, is coming out with these claims. The reason everybody is suspected that it's Meek Mills is because he said it's a Philly rapper that dated Nicki Minaj. There's only one Philly rapper that dated Nicki Minaj. And, I don't care what anybody says. They're going to put the heat on Meek Mills, but what about French Montana? French Montana never had a hit. All French Montana did for this past decade was spend time with Sean Combs, and he's able to survive. And now he's signing new people. No, there's no way possible. If everybody's going to throw Meek Mills under the bus, and I've been saying since the beginning of the time, it's not just Meek Mills. It's not just Sean Combs. This is a whole industry. Meek Mills would have never met Sean Combs if it wasn't for Rick Ross. So while everybody's looking at Meek Mills like, oh, is he suspect? Is he down low? Nobody's looking at Rick Ross. Everybody's looking at Meek Mills. Is he suspect? Is he down low? Nobody's looking at French Montana. Everybody's looking at Meek Mills, but nobody's talking about Mace. And that's another thing about Mace. Was very close with Sean Combs. And he always, I don't know if he is able to speak out, but the thing about Sean Combs is he is like everybody else in the industry. If everybody's going to point the finger at Meek Mills and Sean Combs, you got to point it at your favorite rapper. This is what goes on in the industry. And the lifestyle that they sell us, they sell us that because they want to fool us. They have women, they have kids, but in reality, these guys are playing both sides of the fence in the industry. Somebody took advantage of them, and they're going to take advantage of somebody else. This is how the game goes down. If you want to be in the music industry and you want to be around famous people, they're going to make you get down with the get down because they had to get down with the get down. Listen, don't envy the oppressed. A lot of these people you see riding around in Maybachs, they had to get in position to get in position. And I'm going to say this again, a lot of these guys that you see riding around in Rolls Royces, they got the house in Malibu, listen, don't envy the oppressed. They literally had to get in position to get in position. The industry is over, it's coming to an end. There are no gangsters. I keep telling you, the most gangster thing you do is be patient. Everybody put a P in the chat for patience. Patience is easier said than done, but it's a virtue. If you got patience, you're not going to be desperate. See, Meek Mills was desperate. He had kids in the streets of Philadelphia, riding around, selling bags, whatever he was doing, and he wanted out. And the gatekeeper, Rick Ross, came and got him. And before Meek Mills was even signed, Rick Ross and Sean Combs was spending a lot of time together. This is how the industry works. So Meek Mills was introduced to Sean Combs through Rick Ross. One gatekeeper to another gatekeeper. And this is why we have to keep our youth out of this industry. You know, this industry is evil. A lot of people asked me a while ago to make a video on Drake, and a lot of these guys, this is how they roll. They're bi. So they don't care if they sell you an image. So your son could join the industry, your daughter could join the industry, and they can get turned out the same way that they got turned out. No, man, take your time, stack your crumbs, build your pride, understand a 9 to 5, save lives. And Meek Mills, it's really a sad situation because Meek Mills, he thought everything was sweet, like many others that's in the studio right now. Like many people, you know, dropping an EP right now, dropping an album right now. The industry is not sweet, it's evil. And the main thing about it is, as a man, as a child of God, man represents God. So when you come in the industry, in order for them to break you away from God, they gotta break you away by making sure that they take your manhood. Listen, I don't care what's going on, I don't care what cancel culture's going on. Stay strong, keep your manhood, let it breathe.
We put that wild shit. What? Bro. What the hell? Fuck. I mean, that was simple. I mean, I could have easily did that.
and welcome back to NBA Cinema. Well, recently, Jeff T, former NBA player, was on the OG's podcast talking to former Miami Heat legends Mike Miller and Udonis Haslem, and he kind of went in on about, LeBron, when he joined the Heat, how they basically kind of cheated for those championships. And it was, how his teammates and everybody was like, man, that's kind of a weak move. And he was young in the league then, so he didn't really get it, but he understood it once he got, older, and then Kevin Durant left and joined Golden State. Take a listen here what he had to say.
If we had home court, we'd have won. Next year we get home court, we're going to win. Okay, now y'all got home court. Now what y'all doing?
Y'all team was cheating, though. Let's keep it real. I remember when Bron came to Miami, everybody was like, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't give a fuck. I was in my third year. I was like, I don't care. I just want to hoop. I'm trying to get paid. But I remember I was at Joe Johnson's house, and he was just like, why would they do this? He's like, it's weak, man. Bron, he weak for that. Then when I got older and I seen KD do it, and I was like, why would he do it? But when y'all came together, it was crazy.
Everybody think that our most important player was Bron. Most important player was TD.
Yep. Man.
He was our most important player.
Yeah. For real?
Because if Bron went down, you could bring in D-Wade. It's not the same player, but you're going to get similar results of what you're going to get out of the players. Making plays, he can go for 30. We couldn't simulate it. We didn't have another CP. That went down and he got hurt. We didn't have another one of those.
Granted, I understand what he's saying. Chris Bosh being a versatile forward, he was really good, but come on. LeBron was your best player and your most important player in Miami. It was no question about it. It's just no question about it. And Jeff T, I agree with that. Like when Kevin Durant went, everyone actually had that take. Stephen A. Smith, everybody knows. He ended up having, Kevin Durant mom on first take because he was bad mouthing Kevin Durant. But everything Stephen A. was saying about Kevin Durant, most of the NBA basketball fans were saying the same thing. They were like, hold on. Didn't they just lose a 3-1 lead to Golden State? Like, they should have been beating them. And if anything, somebody from them should have been coming to join OKC if OKC didn't go on and win the title. Instead, you're going to leave a team that obviously was good enough to beat Golden State to go join them. I don't understand that. I do not understand. I just still don't understand that. So I'm with T. That was a weak move. LeBron's move, Miami wasn't as good as a team. He wasn't enjoying the same level of team Kevin Durant did. I just thought it was weak in the, it was kind of AAU-ish. That's what I call it. It was an AAU type move. Like, oh, this is my friend. I'm going to go play with my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was something that I wasn't used to. And still don't appreciate, like, that, Prime Wade and then Prime Bron. I mean, you could say at that time, LeBron, Wade, Kobe were the three best players in the league. Easily. So you never really wanted to see 1 and 2 joining up together. Like that was different. But let me know what you guys think, man. Shout out to T for bringing that up, letting them know how you feel after all these years. I couldn't agree with him more. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to holler at you next time.
Don't get caught in the uninsured current. Get protected with Progressive today. America's number one boat insurer with basic liability policy as low as $100 per year. Quote now.
not. All right, Rob, let's get to LeBron or get back to LeBron. We started the show talking about him scoring 40,000 points, the only player in NBA history to score that many points. And he's going to keep increasing it. I mean, I don't know where it'll go. It depends. I mean, if he play, it's not out of the realm of reality that he could play 3 more years, Rob, and
I find that hard to believe that he'll play 3 years, but you never know.
Rob G, tell us, I mean, you don't have to come on the air, but work out on your calculator. Like, if he averaged, say, 20 points a game for 3 more years, playing, say, 60 games a year, maybe make it 55. See how high he might push this thing. But anyway, Rob, while Rob G does that,
that's his math assignment.
Listen, obviously, you already did it?
No.
Yeah, Chris, call a calculator, my guy.
You got a calculator.
Yeah,
so,
he'd be over 43,000.
Okay. 43, okay. So he probably won't get to 45. That's probably unlikely.
That would be incredible.
43 is ridiculous. This is incredible. But, Rob, look, congratulations to LeBron. It's fantastic. And everybody, what they want to talk about is the GOAT debate, obviously, because LeBron's done something no one has ever done. And while, Rob, I think this is a tremendous achievement, I don't personally think it moves the needle on the GOAT debate. Because you and I talked about it a couple of years ago. When we're judging athletes and their overall greatness, who was better, we tend to take peak over longevity.
Right, because this is a longevity kind of thing. Like, he's played a long time and he's played at a high level, so he's going to amass a lot of points. But it doesn't, and he already had the record, Chris, for the most points when he passed Kareem. I don't know how that changes anything. He's already
if it was just about the all-time leading scorer, we would have had Kareem as the GOAT.
Right, and that wasn't the case.
LeBron broke his record, right. So it's not like it's an anti-LeBron thing. Because Kareem scored more than Jordan. Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, they scored more than Jordan as far as total points. But we never said they were the GOAT above Mike. And so that's why, Rob, one reason I don't think this really changes anything in that regard.
Yeah, I agree. It's, for people who want to make a case for him, and they'll just say, nobody else ever scored 40,000 points. Okay, nobody else played all these years and all this time and didn't go to right. Like, he's going to have all those other things too, Chris, that goes with it. And it's not a knock on him or disrespect. It's just, you just said it. Despite what Kareem had done, and Chris, if you really want to do it, like Kareem with the numbers, Kareem at Power Memorial High School in New York, Kareem at UCLA. I mean, what didn't Kareem do? Like,
right, but
y'all got LeBron all-time leading scorer in the NBA. People still weren't.
Y'all got him at number 3. That don't make no sense. Y'all heard that whole argument.
Right, and because one, we know we're talking about NBA,
right?
When we talk about
if you want to make a case that he's the greatest,
you could make that for LeBron and Kareem over Jordan. If you want to include for LeBron, it would be high school. For Kareem, it would be high school and college.
Easily,
just dominating every level. Jordan was I don't know if we say a late bloomer, but in college,
Chris,
he just
help me with this. Is it real? I saw something, and look, that Michael Jordan in championship games, Chris, have you seen this? Michael Jordan has played in the championship 11 times. And I'll give you the
championship.
Okay, here in his career. In a championship game, okay? Or championship.
You mean a game 7?
No, like to win a championship series. Okay, here it is. NCAA, he's 1-0. When they play in the championship. The Olympics, 2-0. NBA, 6-0.
Big news. DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to North Carolina. You'll be so dialed into every play that you forget that you can win. DraftKings Sportsbook is coming to North Carolina. New customers, download the app now and bet on all your favorite sports once we go live.
And I guess the FIBA World Classics, right, Chris?
Right.
He was 2-0 in that. So it said,
are those series, some of them?
Yeah, let me read. Let me read it again. It just says Michael Jordan played for a championship 11 times. He's 11-0 in those games /series. That adds up, right? I wasn't sure about the FIBA, right? NCAA, they won a championship.
Right.
Olympics 2, 6-0 in the NBA, and in the FIBA.
So it basically what that basically tells you is when everything was on the line, he always was satisfied. Yeah, he always won. Here's another reason, Rob, that I think that, again, not trying to take anything away from LeBron's accomplishment, but here's another reason I don't think it moves the needle on the GOAT thing, Rob. But check this out. And the reason is the prominence of the three-point shot. LeBron James, Rob, has attempted more three-pointers than everyone else in the top 20 all-time scorers.
Is that right?
Everybody else. James Harden is the only one to attempt, he's 21st in scoring. And he attempted more threes than LeBron. Then you have to go all the way down to, heck, LeBron attempted more threes than Reggie Miller and Dirk Nowitzki. And so that's a big part of it, too. Rob, LeBron is 5th all-time in three-pointers attempted.
Wow.
And he attempted 6,857 threes. Kareem attempted 18. Karl Malone attempted 310. Kobe attempted 5,546, so he's close. Michael Jordan only attempted 1,778. So that is another thing, and it's not LeBron's fault. It's just the different eras and the difference in the game.
Right. It's just,
when you take almost 7,000 shots that are worth 3 points compared to somebody who takes 1,700, or in Kareem's case, 18 that are worth 3. That when you look at that, that also is a factor. Guys are going to score more than they do, right? Because a lot of the shots they take are worth 3 points, and we're quickly, Rob, heading to a point where a lot of guys in the league, 50% of their shots are going to be worth 3 points rather than 2.
Steph is there already, right?
Steph takes 12 threes a game. Wow. All right, Luka takes 10. So that's part of it, too. Again, not to take anything away from LeBron, but I think when you look at that would, that weighs into why I don't think it moves the needle on the GOAT conversation.
Right.
Now, if LeBron wins the championship this year and plays lights out, then that moves the needle more to me.
Well, hopefully they don't play Denver. We see
that's the thing. They can't beat Denver.
They can't beat Denver. They look good against them for like 3 quarters, and then they can't.
And that's how it was in the playoffs last year.
I know Rob G doesn't want to hear it. Stop bringing up old stuff. Rob G, you watched it. Saturday night, Rob G had his Saturday night ruined. He thought they were going to finally win one.
Rob, when you were describing how it ended, I was like, were you talking about the one at the Kobe statue night or opening night or game 4? Or
right, which one?
Yeah, because they're all the same. So you're bringing up old stuff for all I know.
It really is similar.
It seems similar.
Right. No doubt about it. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Your turn to weigh in. Does LeBron becoming the first player ever to reach 40,000 points, does that move the needle on the GOAT conversation? Rob, I'm going to say this before we go. Here's the one thing I'll throw out to the listeners, and maybe you guys address this in your answers. Remember when, during the pandemic, when we showed The Last Dance, and everybody was watching it, and that moved the needle among millennials. Now, older generation had already had Jordan as the GOAT, but among the younger, like 18 to 35-year-olds, The Last Dance moved the needle into terms of more of them beginning to think Jordan was the GOAT over LeBron. Does something like this, and there are more things, LeBron, we watch LeBron pass Kareem. We watch LeBron get to 40,000. We're watching him in year 21 play phenomenal basketball. Does this move the needle? Will this have the Last Dance effect, if you will, where people think, oh, I'm seeing LeBron do this, right before my eyes? Will that move the needle in terms of people, younger people especially, thinking, oh, LeBron is the GOAT? So 877-99 on Fox, your turn to weigh in. Does LeBron's conquering of 40,000 points?
North Carolina, home to world famous barbecue, all pro tight ends, and soon DraftKings Sportsbook, bringing game day action into my backyard. You're welcome here anytime, DraftKings. Download the app now. The crown is yours.
Play a factor or move the needle in the GOAT. Your thoughts next. A Couple Fox Sports Radio.
All right, let's kick it off with Chris in Phoenix. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, Rob and Chris? How you guys doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Appreciate taking my call, you guys.
No doubt.
Yep.
I do think LeBron does move the needle a little bit just because the longevity does come into play. I mean, we reward it on the NFL side, but we don't reward it on the NBA side. I think those guys are just as athletic as.
Can you explain that? How do we reward it on the NFL side?
Because we constantly call Tom Brady to go. And
well, that's because he's got 7 championships. That's because he got 7 championships. Not because he played.
But it took him 5. True, but he also took him 10 years to get back to starting winning again. Whereas
but Seth, man, hold on, don't hang up on him. Keep going. No franchise has won as many as Brady. Like that's a different. I'm sorry, that's the like we don't do it in football. Emmitt Smith is not viewed widely as the best running back ever.
Yo, this nigga's fucking up.
Yo,
Chris Broussard, you fucking up, bro.
Nobody thinks he's even
He's
a top
talking
10
about, he said no franchises has
don't
won more than
think we
Brady,
do it
then
in
he
football.
stopped
That was my point.
and started talking about
Rob,
something else. You want to know why? Because no franchise has been to the finals more than LeBron James.
Brady wouldn't have won again after those
Yo, this
3.
nigga,
No.
come on, bro. You cannot be hating right now, bro.
It's about the
Yo,
winning.
the Jordan niggas is starting to come up with anything they can,
that you
bro.
play another 3 years, Chris, and don't
This
win.
shit is lit.
You know
I
what
love
mean?
the way how
And
this shit
people
look,
at you
bro.
and go, he played 23, 24 years and won 4 championships.
This shit litty.
Right.
Don't feel that good. It just doesn't. Raphael in Cincinnati, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Rafi?
All right, first
What's going on, good brothers? For me, it doesn't move the needle for Bron because he's already a GOAT.